Hello guys, I'm Gyeongsik from the Gist. Let me introduce our paper, Authentic Hand Avatar from a Phone Scan via Universal Hand Model, accepted to CVPR 2024. Our goal is making an authentic hand avatar from a phone scan. To this end, we first scan a hand with 10 seconds of phone scan, where the hand is taking a simple neutral pose. After creating the hand avatar, it can be driven with novel poses in real time. The challenge is that the adaptation with a phone scan can utilize only a small amount of training data, which consists of 10 seconds with a neutral pose. How can we make it generalize well to unseen poses? To this end, we introduce our universal hand model, a generative model of 3D hands. It can universally represent high-fidelity 3D hands of any identity and poses. What UHM should consider to universally represent 3D hands? First, identity. Each person's hand look very different. For example, the left hand is skinny and has long fingers. On the other hand, the right one is thick and has relatively shorter fingers. The other thing that UHM should consider is pose-dependent surface deformation. For example, when we do this kind of thumb up pose, skin around the knuckle becomes sharp. Also, skin around the finger root bulges a lot. Our UHM utilizes two kinds of correctives to consider two formation things, ID-dependent corrective and pose-dependent corrective. The ID-dependent corrective personalizes the template mesh to each person, and pose-dependent corrective is to replicate pose-driven skin deformation, for example, sharp knuckle in this example. We train UHM to output the ID-dependent and pose-dependent correctives from latent ID code and pose respectively with 3D scans and 3D key points. As 3D scans and 3D key points do not provide one-to-one correspondence of each mesh vertex, there could be skin sliding, as shown in this figure. The left one is rendered with average unwrapped texture, and the right one is the captured image. The white arrow shows that the skin vertex of the left one should be located at the green one. However, due to the ambiguity of the 3D scan and 3D key points, only relying on them in the training stage could result in this kind of skin sliding. To prevent such a skin sliding, we introduced a novel optical flow-based loss function, which minimizes the magnitude of the optical flow vector, where the optical flow is computed between rendered and captured image. This is the reference texture, average unwrapped texture from the neutral pose frame. C shows the unwrapped texture with our image matching loss. On the other hand, D shows that the thumbnail is placed at the wrong place, which means that our image matching loss effectively prevents the skin sliding. This figure shows that the magnitude of the optical flow decreased for most of the hand surface. This comparison showed our UHM produces result with the highest fidelity, while the previous one suffered from low fidelity and surface artifacts. With pre-trained UHM, we create an authentic hand avatar from a phone scan like this video. One thing we should consider when creating the hand avatar is the disentanglement of the shadow and albedo. Baked shadows can make significant artifacts in novel environment like this example. But how can we extract shadow given a short video from a single phone? This is actually impossible to perfectly solve due to the ambiguity of the image intrinsic decomposition. If we have black color tattoo, how can we know whether it is shadow or tattoo? To figure it out, one can optimize light probes and utilize them for the physically based rendering. Unfortunately, this results in suboptimal performance, as you do not know exact environments such as the number of lights and direct-indirect light sources. Instead of such physics-based approach, we choose a data-driven approach by assuming hands usually consist of single skin color tone. From 3D pose and view direction, we estimate shadow in the UV space and render it in the screen space using the 3D mesh. Then we render color graded image by using optimizable RGB values. We supervise color graded image and color graded image with shadow using the captured image. In this way, we can approximate shadow as the darkness difference between color-carried image and captured image. This shows the comparison to previous physically based rendering approach. Ours disentangle albedo and shadow much better than the previous work. As this figure shows, the albedo of previous work still has shadow, and the shadow looks very different from the captured image. To prevent confusion between black tattoo and shadow, we apply strong smoothing regulator to the shadow. This figure shows that our shadow net successfully disentangle shadow and albedo, even there exists black tattoo or black skin. Our UHM can replicate all person-specific texture patterns, which makes its avatar highly authentic. On the other hand, previous work suffer from geometry artifacts and hallucinating textures. This comparison shows results on unseen poses. Especially this figure, the right top figure, shows that our strong UHM makes our avatar generalize well to unseen poses, as it provides high-fidelity 3D geometry. This video shows the animation of our hand avatar with novel poses, rendered to 3 different viewpoints. This video shows our Oculus Quest Pro demo with our hand avatar. The code is available at this website, and thanks for listening.